Welcome back to Pouring Through Life. I'm gonna do a straight pour. I guess it would be a jiggle pour. So for my colors today, I have several. I have Master's Touch and it's phthalocyanine blue. I have Artist Loft Pearl Blue. Master's Touch, Payne's Gray, and then I added a little bit of golden Prussian blue hue. And then 24 karat gold by Decoart, and then Pebeo's iridescent gold and iridescent blue green. So these are the colors I'm working with today. I also have Artist Loft Flow acrylic black, white, but as a cloud mixture. So I have the Decoart satin enamel white in there. So that's what we're going to try to make work. I'm going to start with, excuse me, the Pearl Blue from Amsterdam. Keep in mind when you do these pours, whatever is in your cup first is what pours out last, and often is your primary color. So I'm gonna do little bits of a couple of them just so that it's not such a big block of color. I love to do it that way. So I'm just gonna do a few little bits and try to make it every color. Oh, that's gonna be a gorgeous color. The Prussian blue Payne's Gray is awesome. See the difference in the two golds? It's gonna be really neat looking. So this ugly cup, but this is the black. And then my phthalocyanine blue. Go ahead and put a little good lot of that. I don't know, I have such an itchy throat today. Okay, so this is the cloud pour mixture. I always do a pretty good chunk of that when I first pour that in. So now I've done one of each of the colors. So now we're gonna go back and forth. This is the Payne's Gray. Actually, I did do the 24 karat. Now because the 24 karat gold can take over, I'm gonna kind of be a little bit, probably do it a little bit differently than I normally would. I'm fine with it overtaking, but I want to have that effect that I made, and I'm just having a hard time remembering how I did it. So we're gonna do the best we can to recreate. I always tell people that when you, especially if somebody orders a painting for me that isn't the painting I'm offering, to keep in mind that it is impossible to recreate the same exact painting. It's just, in all honesty, it is not possible. You can get, similarities and things, but if you're wanting it to look exactly the same, then you're gonna want a photograph of it because it's just not possible. Okay, so we're gonna go with a little bit more black. In the original painting, I didn't have any black in it. So I'm just gonna, that's it for the black. Payne's Gray is really dark as it is. So I don't want any one color to be like outside of the blue because the blue is the primary color. The phthalocyanine blue, it was like almost completely blue background, and then the rest of the colors kind of came into it. Now these the only color that's the same in this is the blue and the white. So I already have enough paint for this pour, but I want to be able to pick and choose what I keep and what I dump off. Because there's going to be some, the start of the pour that, is not, ideal. Until you kind of get the rhythm of your pour, the first part's never great. I want to be able to dump off some of that I don't like and keep what I do want. Wasteful, sure. But we're talking, I mean, the only color that I have the most paint of is the blue, and it's not that expensive of a paint. Okay, so that was the last of the Payne's gray. This is the iridescent gold. Because I'm coming up to the end of my layers, I'm just going to use up the rest of these paints. I don't do these pours all that often anymore, unless it's ordered by someone, like a specific theme, and at that point I do mix it up. But I do a lot of blooms and swipes these days, so I don't keep a lot of these paints on hand anymore. Okay. You okay, Ava?
No, that's just my slime.
Okay. It's the last of the blue pearl, or the pearl blue from Amsterdam. So I also do resin work, like coasters and projects like that. I got a lot of requests to show how I do my resin flowers, and so I did them and I posted them, and I shared my video to a Facebook group. And I'm not gonna say the name of the Facebook group, not that I have a huge following on YouTube or anything, but you know, I'm never gonna badmouth somebody. That's just not who I am. And they they denied my post, saying that it was irresponsible of me to share a video where I wasn't taking proper safety precautions. Okay, because I didn't have gloves on. First of all, we're in the middle of a pandemic. I am very careful. I am also not sensitive to resin, so I don't break out and get hives. It's really, honestly, you use the gloves if you are sensitive to resin. You don't have to technically use them. Is it a good idea? Sure. But I have donated all my gloves to the hospital. I have a couple pairs for the really messy type of pours, but I had my resin in cake piping bags. It wasn't like I was having direct contact with it, so I didn't do it. But I thought it was pretty hilarious that they said it was irresponsible that I share my video when I had no gloves on. Okay. So I'm just finishing up all the paint I mixed up here. I just thought it was hilarious. So then I went through and I looked at all their posts, and not only were there several other people showing their resin work that did not have gloves on, and those that didn't have proper PPE, but there is no rule. Is it a suggestion? Yes. But if you research every single resin brand on the market, it does not tell you have to use something. I think it's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious that they did that, but whatever. So yeah, that was a funny thing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start pouring in straight, and then once I start seeing the colors that I want, then I will start to do my jiggle. So if you see, it's a lot of blue, no cool pattern yet. Once the white starts to pump, pumping in, then I will start getting my pattern. Okay, this sucks. My table's not level. My kid is gagging herself on her food because she does that. I'm not seeing much of the cloud mixture. I have a feeling it's sunk to the bottom. So you get closer and you slow down so you don't get funkiness. Just a minute, Megan. Just a minute, honey. It's so crazy because I poured a lot of white in here. My arm's getting tired. Hold on, Megan. I just lost my pattern, dang it. Okay. My table is very, very unlevel, so I'm going to flip this around so that it rolls back the other way and figure out why my daughter's gagging herself on her food. What is your problem? All right, so I'm going to torch. Got some cells coming in. Now, all my paints were mixed with my traditional pouring medium. I have a video on how I do that. It's video number 7. It's really a good pouring medium. It works really well for me. They're all very, very thick. When you're doing this type of pour, in my opinion, it's very important to keep the paints as thick as possible. If you don't, then you get mud, and you definitely don't want to have mud. So I'm just going to do some of this off here and see what just going to pour it around the edge. I hate wasting gold. None of this, what I'm doing, really all matters. It's all gonna fall off anyways. Let me just move this out of the way. Okay, so now the next important thing is how you tilt. So you want to keep the circular shape, but you want to open things up. So I tend to walk it in a circle. See where the weight of your paint is. Cups. So you want to check the weight of your paint and see where your weight of your paint is. And then you just kind of want to work it around in a circle. Now, I didn't do what they call a flow extender or anything, so I will have a little bit of rollover, and I'm okay with that because I kind of want to stretch out the center. Oh my God, it looks like a person floating in this. Hold on a second, honey. Galaxy what? Interesting.
It's a brand new galaxy.
I love the rings in this. Okay, honey, I'm working on this project. I gotta focus on it, okay? Otherwise, it'll make a huge old mess. I love 24 karat gold. It's so beautiful. Okay, so I'm about ready to roll off at least part of it. And I might do, instead of the corner, the other thing too with this type of pour is you have to get some of the paint off. You can't leave a ton of paint on it, otherwise it won't dry right and you'll get cracking and crazing and all that craziness. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. I can't look at my viewfinder to see where my camera is at the moment, and I'm happy with what I'm seeing so far, but I'm also trying not to spill paint all over my house, so, or hit the painting on things. Okay. I'm still continuing on with a circular motion. Now what I'm working on is composition. I want to see what we're getting composition-wise. So I want to get that to go down in the corner a little bit more. Where did all my gold go? Here, I was all being careful how much gold I was putting on here, and it disappears.
Upstairs, the old planter box railings are being replaced with clear glass panels that provide an unobstructed view of the property. And in the kitchen, it's time to put in the countertops and backsplash.
Plus that, I found all the weight.
So what do you want to do on this back wall? Now we have so much space. It's like a blank canvas.
Exactly. So we're going to add a beautiful gallery wall, which will be anchored.
Wow, this is really pretty.
Oh dear. We brought on my first walkthrough, my inspiration item.
Oh yeah, the deer head.
Yeah, so we'll have that black deer head, and then we'll have all different
You know what this one looks like to me? Hands.
artwork. Some will be antique, some will be new,
Like,
modern. It's
I would put my hands over there so you could see what I'm doing. Give me a second. Let me wipe my hands off. Let me get this set up correctly so it doesn't keep moving.
piece of art. So by doing a group, it really does allow your eye to be drawn up to the ceiling.
This room's going to be spectacular. Now we have this pit. So we have a really big picture.
I forgot my train of thought here. I need to torch really quick. I love this. So what I was saying is it looks kind of like hands, like that, to me. This is so friggin' pretty. I am in love. Like, absolutely, wholeheartedly in love with this painting. It is so pretty. So incredibly pretty. If my table was level, it would be better, but it looks like acid wash jeans, color wise, like indigo. Okay, let me wash my hands again, and then it's just gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. The effects I got from my pouring medium that I made. And keep in mind, I did lots and lots of trial and error to create that pouring medium. And it is remarkable every time. I always get a ton of cells every single time I do a pour. There's never a time where I don't have a perfect amount of cells. And I couldn't tell you I've tried many different pouring mediums, and this by far has been the best for me personally. The detail in this is insane. Insane, gorgeously insane. I love it. I don't know if I can sell this. I might have to keep it. It's really beautiful. All right, you guys, please don't forget to comment, like, and share. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, it would mean so much to me if you did. It really does help. Every little bit counts, and it would be amazing if you could. So thank you again for watching. Thank you so much for your support, for those of you that comment and share and all that great stuff. It does mean so much to me. So thank you guys again, and we'll see you on the next pour. Bye for now.
I would say because COVID just kind of halted everything. But it doesn't mean that
I wanted to see. Oh yeah, now you can see the 24 karat gold. Yes. See all that shimmer? I did put iridescent medium in the blue, the bright blue, that phthalocyanine blue. So there should be lots of hidden sparkle in there. But look at the glow of the 24 karat gold. So gorgeous. This might be my favorite straight pour I've ever done. Super happy with it.
Big enough for a proper bed, closet, and right down the hallway, there's another bedroom exactly.
Very cool. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please feel free to comment, like, and share. I'd love to hear what you think of it. Am I just crazy that I think it's beautiful? No, I'm pretty sure it's beautiful. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. I'd love it if you could. And we'll see you on the next pour. I will post in the description box all of the products I used, as well as my contact information. If you're interested in purchasing any of my art, you can email me. I also have a Facebook group called Pouring Through Life, where I post all the art I do, not just the videos I share. So feel free to check it out. All right, you guys, thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next pour. Bye for now.